Diego, take me through the moment you crossed the finish line, American record in hand, in first place in the Riverbank run.
Well, I was really in a lot of pain, but at the same time, it was a lot of joy. So it was like a really uncomfortable feeling where I just wanted to jump up and down, but I had nothing left in the legs. And excuse me, going down wasn't necessary to be dramatic. It's just I had nothing left in the legs. Like the legs were giving out 200 to go. So I remember there was a little dip with 400 to go maybe, or quarter mile to go, and my legs started giving out, and the lungs felt good, but the legs were just quitting. I didn't take any fluids. I missed all my bottles, so I was like, oh man, it would suck to not get to the line after doing so much work.
Take me through the conditions today. Obviously the weather probably good, but the wind not ideal for today.
It was way too windy. I didn't think the record was in the cards, and I woke up in the morning and I texted my partner Caroline, and she knew that I wanted the record, but I just texted her it's too windy. I'm just going for the win. But then the record just started materializing over the last 2 to 3 miles, and I was feeling great. So I was just punching really hard, and I was like, okay, I've done so much work. I'm inside record pace. Just hang on.
What does it mean to you to break the American record?
I immigrated here when I was 1, so to have a national record, that's the world, man. As an athlete, as a runner, that's probably top 2, top 3 highlights ever. Nothing really comes to mind at the moment. Of course, you're in the moment, so this is probably number 1. But it's just it's an arbitrary distance that we don't run that often, so it's nothing like a marathon or something. But it's in the history books. If it gets broken eventually, I can still tell my grandkids that I held the record for some time. So one of the biggest honors.
I noticed you have a tattoo on your back, Olympic rings. Take me through that.
Yeah, I represented my home country in 2012 in college, Mexico. But I've always dreamt of representing the U.S. So immediately after that, it just didn't feel right. So I switched to the U.S. and then. You expect things to go great. When I came out of college, I was probably had the potential to be a candidate up there to make the U.S. team, and nothing panned out. And I ended up retiring, just overtraining. Nothing was great. So it's funny because it's 9 years since I won my last national title. So it's my second life I'm living now as an athlete. So, the goal is L.A. I was raised in California, so the games are in L.A. So I'm going to do everything in my power.